want to know the structure of a piano, watch this video. The piano frame is a large cast iron plate located inside the piano case, above the piano soundboard. It is painted in a very prominent golden bronze color when you open the piano lid. The guitar frame contains tuning pegs. The tensile strength of all the strings of a piano is measured at about 20 tons. Therefore, one must use a very sturdy alloy frame, iron frame, to withstand this tension. If wooden parts need to have as much vibration as possible, then conversely the frame should be as quiet as possible. The piano's alloy frame is a type of steel with an appropriate carbon ratio that meets two criteria: hardness to withstand the tension of the strings and weight to minimize vibration. 2. Tuning pin. To keep the strings from slipping, people wrap the end of each string onto a shaft, pin, made of special steel. These shafts are nailed into a block of wood to keep the shafts from rotating in the opposite direction and causing the rope to slip. 3. Bridge. There are two types of bridges, short bridge and long bridge. The short bridges are overlapped by the bass strings, while the long bridges are overlapped by the treble strings. The bridge plays an important role in the sound of the piano. It is a bridge to connect the sound source from the strings to the soundboard. A piano has about 220 strings or more, corresponding to 440 bridge pins, helping to connect tightly and transmit maximum sound from the strings to the soundboard. 4. Soundboard. This is one of the extremely important parts of the piano. It makes the sound quality of a piano. The soundboard is located behind the strings. Function to increase the sound of the piano with resonant vibrations. The soundboard is made of thin and hard spruce wood to create the best resonance. 5. Pin block is one of the most important parts of the piano. Consisting of many hardwood panels glued together, the pin block is located behind the plate. Its role is to hold the tuning pegs tightly so that the piano does not go out of tune. The pin block on a line piano is usually assembled from 6 layers of wood in the following directions: vertical, horizontal, and 2 opposite 450 angle tilts. Thanks to that, it can withstand pulling forces from different directions of the strings without cracking. In addition, it also creates lightness and ease for the person tuning the piano. 6. Rims or case. This is the component that plays a role in creating the shape of the piano, helping you distinguish between upright pianos and grand pianos. People often use many layers of thin boards joined together, alternating one vertical layer and one horizontal layer. This method creates a very solid connection for the soundboard. 7. Hammers. The piano hammer is a component of the action. The head of the piano is made of multi-layered feathers. It can be said to be the bridge between the keyboard and the strings. The main task of the hammer is to transmit force from the keyboard and strike the strings to create sound. 8. Action. With just one press of the keys, a whole system of levers immediately operates to control a felt hammer to strike the strings. That system of levers is called the action of the piano. Piano players often complain that one key is too heavy and the other too light. This is partly due to the performer's subjectivity. However, there is another more important reason, which is the relationship between volume and pitch. In other words, for low notes, the hammer force needs to be lighter, and for high notes, the hammer force needs to be stronger. The strings are made of steel with high strength, flexibility, minimal carbon, and have different diameters. The length and thickness of the strings gradually increase with decreasing pitch. Each piano string can withstand an average pulling force of 70 kilograms to 80 kilograms, so if all the strings in a piano are stretched over 220 strings, the pulling force can be up to 15 tons or more. 9. Keyboard. A piano has 88 white and black keys made of wood. The keyboard is the part that directly receives force from the player's hand, the first point of the lever, then transmits the force to the hammer. The hammer impacts the strings to produce sound. 10. Pedal. In pianos, there are usually 2 types of pedals, but most have 3. Pedals are the joysticks located at the bottom that we use foot force to control, so they are called stomping. Type with 2 pedals. When stepping on the left pedal, the entire mallet will be pushed close to the string, reducing the volume when playing but making the key much lighter, causing a missing feeling. The pedal on the right is the resonance pedal. Normally, there is a set of foam, currently using felt, that presses close to the strings to reduce vibration to avoid distortion when playing. When you step on the right pedal, those pads will gradually be pulled out, creating vibration for the sound of the guitar. Depending on the control of this pedal, the foam pad, string blocking felt, will be squeezed tightly, lightly, or released to allow the string to vibrate freely, creating different sound resonances. The type with 3 pedals, the rightmost pedal, is called the reverberation pedal. True to its name, when you step on this pedal, the sound is separated from the strings, causing the strings to vibrate for a longer period of time so the sound resonates even when your hands have let go of the keys. The pedal on the far left is called the fader pedal. But just having the distance between the hammer head and the strings or moving the hammer head slightly to the side makes the hammer head only strike 1 string compared to the normal 3 strings. The last pedal is the middle pedal used for learning functions. When you step on this pedal, the sound no longer resonates. The sound will be reduced to the lowest level to reduce noise. The operating principle of this pedal is that when holding the pedal, the sound block will be raised, causing the hammer to only hit the sound block, causing the sound to be suppressed. People often use this pedal when practicing or performing individually and do not want to disturb others.